Welcome to RC Underground Radio.
We're racing toy cars here.
If you've been looking for a podcast that talks about One RC tracks, suppliers, and events, then you're in the right place.
I haven't changed my underwear since the Kenman. I'm not kidding.
I'm
not kidding. It's the same.
I didn't want to go there.
It's this.
And we're glad you're here. Now, here are your hosts, Ryan Retzloff and David Brinkman.
I am a BB in a boxcar.
Yeah.
I think what's super cool, Derek, is I've been expanding my racing and trying to get out, running Attitude Raceway and running with a lot of other guys now. And, they're like, hey, where'd you get that wrap or, whatever. And it's like, oh, man, Carpy's like, if you're not doing business with them, there's something wrong with you. It's just so easy. And I get a lot of compliments on the design you guys came up with. I've been running it pretty much on all of my cars, although we're changing some things up here as we go. But I think it's really easy to help promote your business because you guys do so much online, and I can, I literally can scroll Instagram or Facebook and go, here, check this one out, or look at this. This is what they're doing. So that is, I think, the coolest thing that you guys have going on is your social media presence. You guys do a great job of that, and then all of these like different divisions you guys have. Geez, all the apparel. Holy crap! Like it blows my mind. I mean, I finally my last order, which I'm waiting on again because Evan's going to do some changes for me, but. I had I ordered a Carpy's hoodie. I was like, that hat, like the Hot Wheels logo kind of thing. Yeah. That is so badass. I love that thing. So I had to add that to the cart. But it just, you guys make it so easy to transact too, Right. I mean, again, that's always been my pitch when I'm talking to other racers about Carpy's and whatnot, because it's just easy to work with you guys. Yeah. That's part of my appeal. But, we talk more about the apparel. You seem to be getting pretty darn heavy into that stuff. Yeah. Hats, sweatshirts, doing different programs. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So that's actually what we originated with when we started the business was screen printing. Then after that we got into the vinyl, and then we got into the embroidery. But I think so we've always screen printed stuff for like businesses and like stock car teams and schools, that kind of thing. But recently what we got into is on-demand printing, which kind of opened up a big market for us, especially with like the RC industry. And I think even for stock cars, this spring is going to be a big thing. So we can pretty much host like any brand that's interested. So, GT Bodies, Impact RC, Mob Motorworks, a lot of those guys are already on there. And so it's no cost to them other than the art fee, which I think somewhere around like $45. So we host the items, we print them, ship them, deal with all the customer service end of everything. So like they're just hands up. They don't have to deal with anything other than proving the design. And that allows, it's great for RC, I think, because a lot of RC brands, they don't want to dish out a couple grand in merch and be sitting on it. And a lot of the times people want it for free. They hit them up for it when they order a kit and they ask if they can get a shirt. And, they just spent $1,000 on a kit. They can't say, no, I can't give you the $15 shirt.
Right.
So a lot of times they end up giving it all away. So this works great for them, at least so far from the reviews we've heard is, they're able to offer all that stuff and not really cost them anything, and they get all the the exposure and the victory lane photos and pit shots and everything. So
yeah, that's a big part of it. So how does that work if somebody wants to approach you and what do you, I guess, what's the process look like to do something like that? So, hey, we're Ryan and Dave, RC Underground. We want you to do some shirts and stuff for us. How do we go about getting something like that done?
For the on-demand stuff?
Yeah.
or the bulk printing. So for the on-demand stuff, yeah, if, someone sent us a Facebook message, or an email or gave us a call at the shop, we're able to send them over like kind of an email with a breakdown of just kind of how everything works, what to expect, what not to expect. Then a similar process to the wraps. Really, it's about 5 business days for artwork. I think it's 7 to 10 if you want a car like illustrated, like drawn out. It's a little more time consuming. We send you the proof, you approve it, we build the products, we shoot you the link, you look at it, make sure everything's how you expected it to be, and then then it's live and link's shareable, and all hell breaks loose.
And then that's posted. That's also linked to your website as well. So if if people are looking at your merch side of the business, it's all up there.
Yeah. So let me pull it up real quick so I can direct you the right way. It's a new thing. So in the store tab. So on the store tab, the first thing on there is the RC wraps. The second option is the online merch shops. So in that, you'll see there's one category called RC brands. And then inside of that is all the different RC companies and tracks or events that have merch. And then there's local racers, local schools. So like local racers would have our stock car drivers around here will have stores similar formatted to that. And then the new thing we actually got into is a little outside of RC, but is like novelty stuff. So like just funny T-shirts, all those quirky things that you see on Facebook. We're able to do all that now too, because everything can be printed. I think when you order on there, it ships. It says 5 to 7 days, something like that. But it's usually like 2 or 3 days it ships. So it's pretty neat deal. It's a little overwhelming. We had it for about a month and a half before we really printed anything successful that we could sell, but I think we got it dialed in now. So we've been rocking and rolling.
Yeah, the quality there, it's 110%. I mean, you sent some shirts again as some items for our race, the Kemin Classic last week, and everybody was super impressed.
Super
with
soft
the quality. Yeah, really soft. Yeah, good T-shirt quality. You can tell it's going to wash well. All the ink settings and stuff. I mean, I've been looking at that stuff forever, and it's all quality stuff. So it's well worth what it's posted for, and just the ease of it, right? I mean, again, being a track owner, you got a million things that you're trying to take care of. You want to get the name out there. You want to expand the brand, right? But who has time to do the printing and do the shipping? And by the time you add it all up, it's just simpler. The customer service portion of it, and then having to build a shop site, right? That's not cheap. Yeah. And to have it look right. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, if you try doing that on your own and then you compare it to what you guys have, it's night and day. I mean, it's definitely a professional appearance as well from a shop perspective. And then you add on top the quality of the shirts and the whole 9 yards. It becomes a why wouldn't you versus a why would you situation.
Right. Yeah. And we actually just dropped the new design probably right before we got on here. I think it posted for that Northeast 1RC Championship series that I was telling you guys about. We just did a merch drop for that like point series, kind of like a series tour shirt type deal. It has like a illustration of 2 1RC late models like racing each other, and it has like the series logo. Pretty neat.
I guess I just wish you guys, I wish you guys would stop coming out with like funny T-shirts like the Garage Beer one. Oh, I got to add that to the cart. So, okay, I'm looking at that. And then I was like, there's nothing wrong with a few beers. There's nothing with a few beers can't fix. That one's awesome. And then the slut for mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I really dig that one, actually. So, I may wear that for Thanksgiving.
All those ones are actually mainly Audra's doing.
Yeah.
She's been running the idea train for the novelty stuff, so I'll let her know.
She's doing a great job. I like the can I get a side of ranch? I like that one too. But that's the cool thing too, and everyone should know, because I always forget this. On orders of $100 or more, you get free shipping.
Yeah, nobody remembers that.
Yeah, I know. I always forget. It's like, well, you order a wrap, and then I'm like, well, wait a minute. I kind of wanted that shirt, so I should have just done that and saved. Like,
Yeah.
So everybody remember that part of it. $100 free shipping. It doesn't take much to get there. Get yourself a cool hat. Get yourself a cool sweatshirt or a hoodie. Like, that's what's up. The $100 thing is awesome. I just took advantage of it, and I'm going to start doing more of that.
We ended up putting a little pop-up thing on the site because no one was taking advantage of it. People would order like $89 worth of wrap and then pay the rest of $100 in shipping. Like, you could have got something for free.
Basically. Yeah. I mean, that's the way to look at it. No, I think that's just super cool with the merch stuff, especially again, as you mentioned. And Dave mentioned, it's just easier for companies, even small tracks. Right? I think of Dave in the RC Underground, right? I mean, he's gracious enough to not even charge racers to come down.
Oh, really?
Look at, yeah. I mean, we race for free. We just go there to have fun. Right. And he's already making an investment in trophies and all of this stuff. Yeah. And the time, how do you drop $1,500 on ordering a bunch of merchandise? And then that's for smaller track owners, that's a big deal. So you guys doing that is super cool.
Yeah, those awards looked awesome. I saw a couple weeks ago you just had a race. Those look good.
Yeah, I do all those through MX Trophies.
Oh yeah, so they do good.
Yeah, they're like you guys. They're really cool guys to work with. The prices are really good, and they kind of same deal like you. They give you a designer, and you just kind of work through it. And every year, Dan is my man, and he comes up with some crazy ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of companies use them guys for awards. They do some nice stuff.
Yeah, their key focus was motorcycles, and then somebody approached them about RC racing, and they said that their RC racing trophy business is almost comparable now to their motocross business.
Yeah, it's a crazy industry. Like, it's such a niche thing that like no one thinks about. Like, we tell them RC car, they don't think like it's such an, I guess, underground world. But yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for that promo.
Underground world. Got it. Boom.
Checks in the mail.
But the industry's been good to us for sure, and it's good to see that it's branching out in other places. Maybe I'll get some more recognition outside of the hobby. Even it'd be cool.
Yeah, well, like you said, a lot of people don't understand or are amazed. Like my wife, she's been going through this journey right ever since I decided to do a track, and then people are coming over, and she's like, "Oh, is this just something like you guys came up with this?" I'm like, no. It's been going on a long time. I know for sure the 70s. That's when I got involved, and I'm like, and it was going before that." And I said, and I show her some YouTube stuff, and she's like, "Are you kidding me?" Because like she watched like Scotty Ernst. I'm sure you're aware who Scotty is.
Yep.
And I was telling her before he came on our show, I'm like, yeah, in the last 6 weeks, he's been all over the world. And she's like, oh, on vacation? I'm like, no, he's been promoting and he's been announcing RC events. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, here, let me show you. And she's just flabbergasted to see. And now she's all about it. She's, she's always coming downstairs and checking it out. And she's like, wow, this is like an industry. I'm like, I fly into Dallas to see my son, and I go over the Traxxas building, and it says Traxxas across the roof of the building that you can see when you're in an airplane. I said, this isn't small potatoes.
Yeah, it's wild. It's awkward to explain to someone, like, and you meet a new group, and you're like, well, what did you do last weekend? Oh, I went and raced RC cars. Oh,
yeah.
Everybody's like, in your driveway? Like, did you do it in your driveway? I'm like, well, for us, it's close. It's in my basement. But I mean, for most tracks, I'm like, no, there's tracks like they're in hobby stores, in malls, and, standalone businesses. This is like, and we're going to be getting into that in a couple of weeks here. I've got a bunch of track owners and promoters that are going to be coming on, and we're going to actually talk serious about the hobby as a business. Yeah. And what makes tracks successful, what makes tracks close down, what's the stresses, what's the frustrations, and what's the joy of it. And then we're going to do a flip side one that Ryan's going to take that will be like a racers roundtable. Like what makes you go to your local track, or what makes you travel around the country? Like the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about with off-road racers, and like every one of them, I don't care if they're a young kid like Bella or older like the Drakes. They travel all over the country doing that stuff, and there's a lot of expense. So what motivates somebody to go to a race? I'm getting really excited about those 2 episodes coming up.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to those as well. I'll have to hit you guys up after. I have a couple people that might be good for that input as well too.
Perfect. No, that I would really appreciate that, because we want to fill the screen. We want to have as many different people on that roundtable as we can. It would be a great discussion.
Yeah, for sure.
So Derek, I'm curious because you got so much cool stuff, and you guys are really good at taking my money. And it's not because I'm impulsive. I'm going to tell you that. It's not.
No.
You guys have great customer service, number one. You make it easy to transact. That, to me, are 2 things that I think are a little bit lost in this world. And, with RC, it's not like this huge mainstream, type of thing. You try and support people because they're trying to support the hobby, right? Which is exactly what you're doing. So, your local hobby tracks, your RC tracks and hobby stores, you want to support them because they're helping keep this thing going. So I'm just grateful for that. And so I joke around with you guys taking all my money, but it's like I choose to give it to you because, and your organization and cheer your guys on every time they come up with something cool for me, because I genuinely appreciate it. It's super cool. Yeah. So what, is there anything new coming around the corner that you're able to talk about, or are you going to be doing anything different, or plans for new products or anything?
Not in particularly. We just ran the energy drink deal. We signed to do a couple like a big events and series in the Oval community, at least. I wanted to go to Chili Bowl just to kind of hang out. I have a lot of guys that are going down there. Now you guys are going. That's cool. I was thinking about flying down there just for like the weekend portion and just kind of hanging out, checking it out. Never been there. Other than that, the only thing that we've really been looking into, and I don't even know if it's really a market that people are really interested in, but a couple of people have asked, is the magnet pit pads. You guys ever experience any of those?
Yep.
Yeah. They super useful?
Yes and no.
Okay. Because I was wondering, because with everything being like aluminum and stuff, I didn't know if there was really a big use for them at this point. But a lot of people in the last couple of weeks have asked about it, so we started delving into that, looking into it, researching it.
Some people are a little bit different on how they like to do things. I'm more of just I got a team associated mat that I use, and then Charlie's got me all set up with a bunch of, setup stations and areas where I can put hardware and things of that nature. And when I work on my larger scale cars, I do it a little bit different. Everybody likes to work, I think, especially in their pit areas, differently. So I can see where the magnetic, mats would be awesome. And everybody likes having theirs personalized. I see a lot of guys, they want the big flashy, and I know you guys do a lot of setup boards and stuff like that, pit boards. Yeah. And I know those are wildly popular. It's another way to kind of say, hey, here I am. So not a bad thing. And I'd probably order one from you.
We were looking into the best way to print it and package it, and kind of getting our feelers out there if it was something worth the time investment into perfecting. So that's probably our main thing. We got a couple new shark bodies on the way. We're looking to get those scanned in. I know those come out quite frequently, so we got a little behind on some of the newer ones. So hoping to have all those. Yeah, I don't know how he has time to do it.
Yeah, he's like 3 a.m. building bodies. So
I saw you was on. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, though.
Yeah, super cool, dude. Super cool.
Yeah, he's actually going to start racing with us at the underground, so we get to pick his brain. Yeah,
he has a late model body, right?
Yeah, he's got the alien.
Yeah, the alien.
Yep.
That's cool.
And you guys did my wrap for that one, and probably gonna have to order another one too here soon, because Paul's gonna be working on some lightening up those bodies a little bit, which I think would be beneficial. So, just that's, it's kind of good. You guys are just getting like perfecting everything. You know what I mean? And like, with the new printer and stuff like that, and kind of getting away from the fluorescent side. Like I've noticed too. Because again, you guys, like, it seems every day post something on Instagram of like this new cool wrap you're doing, or even the merch side of things. The designs are incredible. Yeah, absolutely incredible. And I always want to be like, well, I want that one, and it's like, well, no, that's somebody else's. I'm gonna, stick to my design. But I've got to say to anybody thinking about doing a wrap on their RC car, one, it makes life easy for you. Trust me, we don't have a lot of time in this world. We're busy with family and all sorts of things. Just email them. Figure out what body you're going to run. Email Carpy, say, hey, I like these colors. I want these sponsors. This is my number. And let the design team go to work. Yeah. It will blow your mind. I just did it. I just did it with Evan. I sent them an email. And I'm like, dude, just do whatever. But keep this, this, and this. Okay, boom. 5 days later, it pops up. And I'm like, whoa. Not expecting that, but I dig it, So that's what I would say to anybody looking to do a wrap. It's a great way to make your car pop, stand out in the field. So many people just do kind of like the same old thing. I think just get a little idea in your head, give it up to your guys and your design team, and let them do what they do. I've never had a bad wrap that has come off. I mean, maybe we've changed a color here and there. But outside of that, I mean, they know what they're doing.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, I've actually taken a decent step back from the RC portion of that, what we've been focusing on, like getting the new vinyl printer and our new on-demand garment printer going. And Evan and Audra have kind of tag teamed that, and then obviously Mo with the actual production end of it. So actually, since we've talked, we actually brought in a new guy. He does all of our shipping work. So we have our own specialized shipping guy too. So, as soon as things come off the printer, they're getting trimmed and boxed and put in the pile for the UPS man. So, we got a good team, and everyone's kind of firing on all cylinders. So,
and Audra, she must do the text thing. I did a text one day. Yep. And it was like within 3 minutes, she goes, hey, Ryan, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, how do you type that fast? It was like a 3-page, it was like a 3-paragraph long response. And I'm like, well, this is cool. It's just, you guys make it so easy to interact and engage and do business with. That's the neatest part of it. And that's why I'm so proud to just say, hey, you need something? Call Carpies. They got it for you. They'll make it for you. It's super neat. And then just to have all those different bodies, there's everything on there that you need. There's not one body you guys don't have a wrap for.
Yeah, we try to keep at least the main popular brands and styles out. I mean, we have a list of things that people request, and if it's not, obviously we take from the top of what's going to be most popular to sell, and then work our way down. But yeah, I know the shark smoke screen, that one we should have up there next week. And I think we have another shark body coming too. So I think that gets us caught back up with the shark stuff at least.
For now. Yeah. Give it a couple of weeks and he'll come up with something else.
So have you guys tried running the next oval body cars yet? My dad makes those bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you,
for sure.
Did you run the new NASCAR body?
I have not.
Okay. I'll send you one down with that hoodie and hat order.
Actually, you know what? I think I have one.
Wait, there was original, and then he came out with like an updated version. Yeah,
I got the updated version as well.
It's more next gen shaped, and then it has the decal kit that has like all 3 brands. When we went to the Carpet Oval Nationals last spring, they actually just put in a 1RC track off to the side there, and during while we were waiting for heats to run through, he just came out with that body. And we took it over and ran it on the 1RC track, and it seemed super stable. I don't know if it made a huge difference or not, but it didn't have a lot of that traction roll, and it really wrapped the corners nice. So pretty neat.
Yeah, we allow that car, already but we mix and match, right? So we've got the Alien running with the NOB, running with the 1RC, and I just figure it'll migrate to whatever direction it goes.
Right.
But if I have to cheer for one, I'm cheering for that. For that stock car.
Right.
So what you're telling me is I got to pull this thing out of the bag, Dave, and paint
Put
it
together,
order a wrap, and
put it together.
All right. I'll email Evan in the morning. We'll get it going. It'll be fine.
Actually, an NOB body won 2 races in a row last year, and then one of the top guys, Todd Booker, he runs one, and not sure, is that what Aaron runs, or is that the Alien?
Aaron's running the Alien.
Yeah.
Okay. It's tough because if you want to keep it all dirt late model or go to these bodies, and the thing is like the 1RC bodies are great. Don't get me wrong, but when they break. It's like fatal. You get one crack. If you don't shoe glue it in the beginning, you get one crack and it's toast, right? So it's the cost. Like this NOB body is probably, I don't know, 3/4 of the price, maybe.
Half price like $29. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's about half price of the 1RC body, albeit you need to do a little bit more work, but you got all the cutouts for the wheels and everything. So you pretty much just need to locate the holes, paint it, put a wrap on it, or do some other type of decals, and you're good to go. And to me, this body is also a lot lighter as well. So you can go either way with it, if you're doing an NOB or whatever. But I think the thing to do is all the cars kind of run the same bodies, right? If you're running, dirt late model, run dirt late model. If you're going to run, that's just my opinion, because then it's the look, right?
Yeah, right, yep.
That's kind of my thought on it. But, at the underground, I believe that there is a benefit to the Alien because of the rear spoiler. I think you get a little bit better downforce.
Oh yeah,
with
for
it.
Sure, yeah. Yep.
But to be honest, I haven't given this body a shot, so I'm going to do that, and we'll see.
Hey, you can always put a big spoiler on it.
I could. I don't need it though.
Not to plug it too much, but I think what he did on that also, other than a couple of like aero changes. The wheel wells are scribed in there, as well as the body postmarks too, as where the original one didn't have those. So a little easier for mounting too.
Yeah, I can definitely see the scribes for the wheels, and that helps out a ton.
Yeah.
Because you got to figure. Well, I shouldn't say this, but some of the racers of 1RC cars, especially the late models and stuff, they're newer to the hobby. I mean, some of them, oodles and oodles of years, it's no big deal. But this stuff's an art, like trimming a body, painting it, the whole nine. I mean, it's not easy. So having that on there certainly helps out. And I think it's cool, too, that we've got the different styles of manufacturers for the decals.
Oh, yeah.
On the nose. That's rowdy. Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll order a wrap for that.
So I got to ask Derek, I can see in the background the Exalta. Is that Jeff Gordon Exalta piece, or is that a William Byron piece?
That's Jeff Gordon, of course.
Nice.
I think it's like a 2007 Bristol Night Race car.
All right.
Yeah, and then I got the Jimmy Johnson's last season quarter panel down here.
Okay.
Down there.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm a Hendrick Motorsports fan, if you didn't know.
Have you been there? Have you been to the facility?
Yep. Yeah, my brother lives about 40 minutes from there, so we go down every couple of years and do little shop tours and stuff.
Nice.
So, awesome. Usually catch the Roval or the All-Star race while we're down there.
All right, Derek, we want to thank you so much for joining us. Every time you're on the show, it's a great time, and we just learned so much about that side of the business and about the hobby. So we appreciate that. So where could people find out more about Carpy's?
Yeah, so the main place to see all of our recent work would be the Carpy's RC Wraps Instagram page. It's at RC_wraps. To order, the best place to go is obviously carpys.com. Shop tab, first drop down, RC Wraps and Graphics. From there, it's pretty straightforward for you. Our custom t-shirt, sign, embroidery end of the business is also Instagram, just at Carpy's. those are all the best ways to do it. All the wraps can be ordered directly on the website. If you do have a question before you order and you're not sure, before you open the wallet up, you can always give us a call. The phone number's on the website, or shoot over an email, and either Audra or Evan will usually get back to you relatively quick with any of the answers that you need.
Fantastic. All right, Ryan, we're closing out this show. What do you think?
Thoughts? I have a few. Derek, hey, just thank you for supporting, the 1RC community. In fact, today I know you just put out a promotion for 20% off on 1RC wraps.
Oh, yeah.
For the series that you're supporting. So just huge kudos to you. Thank you for doing that, supporting the hobby, making it easy for guys to really guys and girls to really personalize their cars. And do it in a great way. I'll say it. Your emphasis on customer service needs to be talked more about. I think it's something that you guys should really pride yourselves on, and I'm super grateful for that. So keep doing what you guys do. I absolutely love it. Your team is fantastic. They're pleasant to deal with. And to Derek's point, it's super easy to go online and order. If you see something, send them a picture of it. It's just a great people to do business with. So can't thank you enough and coming on the show. And
yeah, no problem. I appreciate all the stuff you guys do for 1RC as well, and all the promotion and likes and shares that you guys do for us, getting us out there in the Midwest. So I wish you guys a bunch of luck at Chili Bowl too. You'll have to send me some updates. I can share them to our page.
Oh yeah, we're going live at Chili Bowl. It's getting
nice.
rowdy. Yeah. In fact, we got to hit you up for some shirts. So,
we'll be. I have actually. I guess I was actually going to do a Carpy's team Chili Bowl themed T-shirt. Nice. I haven't started it yet, but I plan on doing that in the next couple of weeks. Getting it out there, so I'll have to send you guys a couple.
I'll be adding to cart. I got. I'm going with about 5 guys, so we'll be ordering from you for sure.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it.
I think that should be Ryan's race team. Add to cart racing.
It's true. Yeah. I like it.
All right. Thanks again, Derek. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. This was a great show.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Yes. He wrote a song for you.
I did. I love Carpies. Carpies is my favorite. They come up with some badass raps and make your car go faster. Sorry,
we're going to have to end this soon, huh?
Yeah, no shit. And we're going to have to edit this. I'm sorry.
The instinct's kicking in, yeah.
You've been listening to RC Underground Radio. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, drop us a line at rcuradio@gmail.com. We're curious to know, what do you like? What don't you like? Who would you like us to talk to?
Sounded really weird.
It was weird, but you know what I meant. We're talking about racing, so...
Okay.
You can find us on Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. See you next time on the RC Underground Radio Podcast.
I am a BB in a boxcar.